my fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am 33 years old. I know. Magic. So how I pictured my 30s, right? Sophistication, self-actualization. I would know exactly who I was, what I wanted in life. But alas, instead of nurturing my glass of wine in the evenings, I find myself nurturing two little human beings. Our little princess, Helene, my daughter, is 3.5 years old. My son, little Joachim, is almost 2. Now, instead of wine, very nice, fluid, I am contending with lots of different other bodily fluids. I will not go into detail. I'm sure you can picture. Now, let me tell you 3 stories that perfectly illustrate the dilemmas of parenting that I'm facing. So, how do you raise your children to be grateful? To me, gratitude is a very, very important skill in life. If you're grateful, you are usually a good person. However, with children, it has to be preventative. You cannot give them what they want and then expect them to be grateful, because you give them the cookie, they're gone. So what I find myself doing almost every day is bargaining like I'm on a Moroccan flea market. I kid you not, it is that difficult. But my husband, he has another trick up his sleeve. What he does is he goes, Helene, come here. You want a cookie? Give Papa a big kiss and I'll give you the cookie. So she runs up to him. Mwah! I love you, Papa. She gets a cookie. So in essence, trading physical affection for what you want. So if later in life Helene becomes a prostitute, we all know where that came from. Speaking of sex, my mom has a habit of saying, oh my God, get your head out of the gutter. It's only when the kids are being naughty. So, after one of my mom's visits lately, we've been worried that our children had been hearing this phrase a bit too much and would take it over. My husband and I are not particularly religious, so we're kind of not too into the whole, oh my God. Well, we needn't have worried. One day, my son was biking in the garden, biking around, back and forth. Our garden is not that big. But then he tried to get off the bike, and as toddlers do, they're not very stable. Bam! He falls on the floor. And we're like, when are the tears coming? When are the screams coming? And then, crystal clear, we hear, oh my frog! So we dodged that one. Another time, on a very hot summer's day, the whole family was in the garden again, hanging out. My daughter was playing with water, so she had taken her shirt off. My husband was already shirtless anyway, he runs around like that. And suddenly, my daughter gets a revelation. She looks down, she looks up at her dad, and she then looks at me and she goes, Papa has nipples. Mommy, I said, yes, my darling. Do you also have nipples? I go, well, yes, in fact, my darling, I do have nipples. Then she goes, can I see? So I'm like, for a while, I'm contemplating, should I just get my boobs out to teach my daughter a biology lesson? But then I catch my father-in-law's eye, And the look on his face is one of total horror. And what was going through my mind then was, well, he's going to have enough disappointment when his daughter becomes a prostitute. Thank you very much.